Oh, wait. Okay. All right. Yep. We are live. Um, I am Daley here, the Daily Tactics Star Wars podcast, with our special guest, Republic Studs, joining us, our
Oh,
first ever guest on the podcast.
Daley, it is such an honor to be on your podcast. I mean,
Woohoo!
I was already on the episode before, but this is
Oh,
fantastic.
true. Second ever podcast appearance. It's the same guest. Um, but yeah, I think it's gonna be cool.
Yeah,
So we're gonna be talking about some, I guess, anything YouTube related. So for those
yeah.
of you who don't know, I'll pull up your channel right now. Um, you are a Lego YouTuber who recently started to take off, but you originally were actually a like memes slash review slash fan channel.
Oh yeah. No. So for those who don't know, my channel started off a humble beginnings. I got my first 100 subscribers with 0 videos, just from being a well-known fan in the Daily Tactics community. My name was Captain Rex. It was kind of great. I didn't have to do any work to get 100 subs, so it made it a little easier to get started. I uploaded my first video. It was my cousin stepping on a Jar Jar Binks doll. Daily commented on it, which like boosted my confidence in my channel 100 bajillion% because like whoa, like this guy watching. It got like 300 views. It wasn't very special. And then I did this Daily Tactics memes thing, and then
Wait,
Daily
what?
reacted.
You have
You react
5,200 views on that video now. I'm looking at it.
to which one?
On the baby destroys Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's kind of funny because people go back. Always, if you check out your first video, people always go back and it's like, oh, this is your first video. Look how special you are. Um, and, and um and yeah, after that, I was like, okay. And then Daily reacted to this meme video I did because I ran a Instagram community, and this is a big thing. I'll give a lot of people advice to get started on YouTube. It's very difficult, and I think a thing that helped me a ton is I had like an Instagram community. It wasn't a ton of people; it was like 400 something people, but I basically like kept forcing everyone to watch it that followed me, and I was in group chats and stuff, the Rico's Brigade group chat, and we just talked about it. I was like, guys, can you watch this for me? Watch this for me, and it just took off, and it was great to have that base when you start. I think that's really a good thing to have when you start off YouTube. So get involved in Instagram communities, and like if you're trying to do Star Wars gaming videos, I guess for that Staley's audience, you might want to get involved in his Discord. He knows people there. He has cool people in there,
Yeah,
and that sort of thing. Just get involved in communities. I think that's a great
I
thing to
think,
do.
yeah, 100%. You hit the nail on the head right there. I think one thing that people don't do that they really should is like cross pollinate. And what I mean by that is set up a TikTok, set up an Instagram, set up your YouTube, whatever main platform you want to be on, have that be the main draw of the content, and then have these peripheral content avenues like TikTok, which is like right now the most discoverable place on the internet where
It's
you
kind of
post.
disturbing.
Yeah, but like post shorts there and get people, like, draw them into your YouTube, or post shorts to Instagram, draw them into
Do you
your
have a
YouTube.
TikTok, Daily?
What?
Do you have a TikTok?
I
Like
do
like
indeed.
yeah, Daily Tactics TikTok.
I do. Yeah.
You do? Ooh, I'll have to check that out after
It's
this.
very cringe.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, mine, because I don't know how to TikTok. I'm a very uncreative person, so I'll see someone do something. I'm like, okay, I'll do something like that. The Lego community is very big with TikToks, and I
Mhm.
suck at them. I am good at videos. I am not good at like these. With videos, I can like come up with an idea. Like it's so much easier to be honest for me to do like ranking every Lego Star Wars 1998 set, 1999 set, than it is for me to sit down for 5 minutes and think of a TikTok. I'm just not good at it.
Yeah, I'm the same. I literally, my TikTok was for like, I want to make random videos. I like, there's gonna be no theme. I just want to do like little shorts over here. So that's
TikTok
kind of what
doesn't
mine
have the
is.
charm of YouTube. They don't have the community. Um,
No, they don't.
which is something I love about YouTube. I would rather have 1,000 subscribers. Well, not that. I'd rather have 10,000 subscribers on YouTube than have 100,000 on TikTok. You just don't get that. I mean, yeah. That I stand by that.
No,
It's
I
just
agree.
it's not the same. Not many people like when people say favorite TikTokers. Like really
I didn't know
like
people had
you watch these
favorite
short clips.
TikTokers.
I don't know, but like people have favorite YouTubers. Like I don't have a favorite TikToker. There might be some degenerates out there that have favorite TikTokers. But like not like bad. You know what I mean.
Mhm.
But yeah, TikTok's not great. Um, if we could circle back to the YouTube thing for a second,
Yeah,
if you don't mind. Yeah.
absolutely.
So that was great. I mean, I got my first 100 subs off of just, being a commenter frequently on Daley's channel. I did a few Daley themed videos. I did my first Lego video. That was Lego Daily Squad. I remember you shared that, I think.
Oh yeah, that was cool. I really like that. Just like seeing, and I'm sure you get this kind of now too from your audience, like seeing something you created being like mimicked, or like rather like a fan wanting to like expand upon it is very cool.
Quite
Um,
honestly, one of the coolest experiences I think I've ever had in my entire life is when I opened my PO box.
mhm.
Oh my god. That was, I mean, you especially, because like people were just insane with you. But like for me, like I obviously didn't get nearly as much as you did. I had like 10,000 subs at the time, but when you get these letters from like kids or teenagers, adults that just like look up to you, or not even, or as well as just just thanking you for like you making their day brighter. It's something else, and that's really what keeps me motivated,
It's
and it
really
really
cool
helps.
because when you're behind the screen, it's really hard to know that your fans actually enjoy your content or want more or like things like that. But when you actually actively participate them and it becomes like these are real people out there who like your content enough to interact with you, that's when you really feel the sense of community.
Yeah, like, it's insane. I was at the Lego store the other day, believe it or not, and, like, someone came up to me and, like, "You Republic Studs?" I'm
Did
like,
they really? That's
yeah,
insane.
oh, no, this happened more than once, actually. I was in
Wow.
Target when that happened. No, I was in Target, of course, I was in the Lego aisle
Mhm.
because, that's all I do, and a guy comes up to me, and both times they had to take a picture with me, and they talked to me for a couple minutes just about random stuff, and that was great. I was at a Lego convention, of course, because that's where people, I guess, expect me to be. Like, I live nowhere else. I have no other life outside of that. But, a solid 15, 20 people like individually came up to me, and you're sick, and a few of them were in groups, and like they were like, "Hi, I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is that," and it was just like I've been watching your stuff for a while now, and it was just the coolest thing. I know you were at like GamesCon, or I don't know, no, you weren't at VidCon.
I was
You
at
were like
PAX
a couple
East.
years ago. Yes, that's it. I
Mhm.
don't know if I don't know if anyone ran into you there.
I have
But
never met a fan in real life.
wow.
Uh,
You almost met me. Well, that was before I was really like a fan. Like I watch your videos, but that was when you worked at like a, can I say it, or
oh, Overtone?
no, whatchamacallit, the Party City.
Oh, I worked at Party City in Natick,
Yeah.
Massachusetts.
And I said I thought I saw you.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that was on a stream a couple years ago. No, because I was like 8 or 9 or 10, and I had wanted a Captain Rex costume so bad, and my parents basically had just like, "Okay, we'll look here, we'll look here." It's like what that when you were a kid, there was always that one thing that was really obscure that you wanted. That
Yeah.
was what I wanted, and the internet wasn't as like crazy full of bajillions of Captain Rex costumes back then.
Uh-huh.
So like we were looking, and it was like we walk in there, and I thought I might have recognized you because I think I watched your videos at that time, like
Mhm.
7 years ago, I guess, but, like, I didn't really think anything of it until way later on. So
It
that's
it could have been
kind of
me. Yeah, it could have.
it very well could have been you.
That was, yeah, literally like 7 years ago now or something.
Yeah, um,
That's
I
crazy.
just started pointing that out.
Yeah.
So you've been within a 50-foot radius of a fan, maybe.
Okay, so the closest interaction I've ever had with a fan, and I find this hilarious, is so I, by the way, I don't work at Party City in Natick anymore. I don't even live there anymore. So
Don't
don't
try visiting.
yeah, don't bother the people at the fine Party City in Natick.
We're daily.
Yeah, we're daily man. I so I went to UMass Amherst for school, and I graduated there. But the year I graduated, it was COVID lockdown, so we weren't
Ooh,
actually allowed on the school. We had to do school from home. And I had someone. It was a freshman there, and I was a senior. And they emailed my school email,
oh gosh.
and they emailed me like, "Yo, "Your daily tactics, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Oh, sick. I just like got to school here. Like I'm a freshman. If we ever get to go back to school, want to meet up?" I was like, "Sure, whatever." We never did get to go back to
Oh,
school, but um
that's an
yeah,
that's fine.
it was so funny. I guess like he knew I went to UMass, and he knew my name, Daley. Daley is my last name. Um,
Yeah.
so he just popped it into our email database and found me and emailed
Imagine
me.
if you were. Imagine you were just some guy named Daley. Like,
That'd be so awkward. Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
I believe it or not, actually, I'm a member of the Boy Scouts of well, now it's Scouts of America.
mhm.
Believe it or not, actually, one of the kids in my troop, his brother came up to me. Well, this isn't his kid. His brother, this kid in my troop, his brother apparently watches my videos, and he thought he saw me at like one of our meetings or whatever. And like now, whenever he comes, his younger brother comes to me, he just sits by me. He just kind of looks at me, like, "Oh, I watch you every day."
Kids
I'm
are
like,
so awkward. Yeah, that's really funny.
it's kind of cute, and my
Mhm.
and my dad gets a kick out of it because
Yeah,
he gets it. And just
that's
thinks it's
awesome.
really funny. Like, uh, yeah,
That's the other.
I gave him a 501st battle pack, because
Oh, that's
I think
dope.
they had a relative that passed away, and I felt really bad. And the Lego building always helped me, so I gave him one. So I hope that helped made him a little happier. So
Yeah.
actually, I gave him 3. So
Oh
I had a
wow.
few extras. So
Damn.
yeah,
Nice. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's a cool story. Um,
yeah.
I think yeah, the other place that I do. The funny thing is, my dad and my mom have met my fans, and I never met them
Wait, what?
because
How?
yeah, my so my stepmom actually used to be a like school teacher, and so her
Yeah.
students, she would be like, "Yeah, my stepson does some sort of YouTube thing," and they'd be like, What's his channel name?" And so she came to me and was like, "What's your channel name?" And I texted her, and she responded like, "Oh my god, they all know you," and so I thought that was hilarious.
That is kind of funny.
Yeah, so I have met, or rather, I haven't met, but I've
I think you're the
um
first YouTuber like that has shown their face on camera that has 500,000 subscribers that has not been seen in person. That you're probably what you're. That's probably a record of some sort.
yeah, I'm super awkward to
You
people I
don't go out in
haven't
public
met.
much.
No. So, like it's definitely one of those things where I'd try my hardest, but at the end of it I'd be like, that was exhausting. I never want that to happen again.
Uh, Well, here, I mean, conventions are probably your best bet. So, like, Star Wars conventions and Lego conventions, I feel like they have a relative. I don't know because you did the Lego thing, so maybe someone would recognize you there. I'm
Yeah.
going to a Lego convention in Virginia,
Oh, is it
in summer, so
brick
I'm very excited for that. Brick Fair. So
yeah,
I know a
that's
bunch of people, like literally everyone I know goes to it, and
mm,
it's just so cool when you talk to people on the internet for close to years, and then
mm.
you actually get to like go and talk to it just I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, I remember when I was like 10, I really wanted to go to Brick Fair, but I never managed to like actually do it, like line up my schedule and like get my mom to take me, like all that. But that was like the big one I always wanted to go to.
Yeah.
Maybe
Um,
one year I'll drop in and
you should. That would be great. You could write it off as a business expense. You're doing
oh
some
yeah, I could.
marketing.
I
You
very
could,
good,
yeah.
yeah.
Everything because I do a vlog, because
You
when
just
you do a
write
vlog,
everything off.
doesn't everything count as a business expense,
Yeah,
right?
you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Um,
You're featuring your car, you're featuring your bed. You're like, guys, got a new mattress. Right off. No.
my my accountant was literally like, "Ben, you know, your electricity bill, that is a business write-off. You work from home." Like he had to like sit me down and explain. I was like, "Oh my god, this opens up so many avenues of business expenses."
My dad thinks I'm being like, oh yeah, I'm like, he's like, no, come on. It gets to a point where they're like, I'm like, but this is a revenue. Granted, I'm losing money. And like, say I make $5 off a vlog because they don't do particularly well, but it's an overall product of my business. So
Yeah, anything I end up showing in a video or I actually use while recording videos, I write off as business expenses. But like,
I
um,
wonder if you get like these like hype YouTubers like who do these house tours. I wonder if they do a house tour video and they end up making like $1 million off of it, do they get to write off the houses as like a business expense?
Well, there is a cap to it, I actually think.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah. I don't
I'm
know.
not
I'm
spending hundreds of
terrible
thousands.
with like I don't know much about taxes. I hire a person because I don't know, but
I'm taking accounting in high school right now, so
yeah, there
yeah, never gonna be accounting.
there was a like one of those classes in my high school, and I avoided it like the plague. Didn't want anything
Yeah.
to do with it.
I get like I'm getting 21 college credits with this whole business program in my school by the time I'm out of high school. So that'll help for
Nice.
college credits.
Yeah, like APs.
I'm no, not APs, just this business program they set up with our school.
Ah, very nice. That's
Yeah.
cool.
So I guess back to YouTube then.
Yeah,
Okay,
so you did the so I think I'm going to do an analysis of your channel, and then you tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay?
that sounds good. That sounds good.
So I
I'd like to
think
hear that.
I think as a fan channel, that's all fine and good. It was really cool for me to see that you were sort of the first of the kind that ever like came to my channel. I think it's like it was very flattering, very cool. It did get some niche views for you and things like that. But I
I
think
remember
you
when your mom thought I was you.
yeah,
That was fun.
I had to clear up so much confusion with people because of you at one point, and I was like, I'm so tired of this.
Yeah, we for those who don't know, me and Daley have had some problems in the past, but that was stupid petty because I was stupid and immature,
I
and
I
yeah,
too have learned a lot from that, and honestly, I think we've both made mistakes, but I think
I
we've
guess we're
we've
better for it.
grown.
I'd argue.
I definitely learned a lot because I
Yeah,
learned how to really like interact with like fans more, as well as like dealing with different sort of like I guess like imitation things, and
yeah.
just sort of learning about like it's gonna
It's like
happen,
now you have a
whatever.
guy in your comment section who like I paid for this art, and now this guy in his comment section, these Daily asked me to take down this particular drawing of Commander Rico that has my logo, and now this guy is like the most popular commenter on Daly's channel, and he's using the art that I paid for. I find it funny because every time I go in your video, this dude is just there.
Oh, the armor or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, that's his name, and I'll
Yeah.
comment like hey, hey buddy, where did you get that art? And he never responds to me, so maybe
I
you should get him to respond.
Yeah, I kind of got over that. Originally, I really didn't like it because
It's
I've
kinda like
had
everyone in your comments has your logo.
yeah, that's the thing is like I really didn't like it when people would do like literally they'd put their name as like Daily Tactics, and then they'd have my logo, and it caused a lot of confusion, and sometimes people would say things that were like political or endorsing certain things that I was
Yeah.
not cool with, and they'd do it with my logo and my name, and people would go like,
Come to the
"What?"
communist convention down in LA.
Yeah, or like maybe Germany wasn't all wrong in 1930s.
Oh god, that's not
That's an extreme example. But like
good.
but it's that kind of thing where I'd be like I'd have to respond because people would be like, "Daily, you actually like believe this?" Like, cuz sometimes
Something
you
like
have
that
kids
happened with
watching.
Graham Stephan.
What?
Graham Stephan, you know who that is, right?
No.
He's a financial YouTuber.
Uh-uh.
Oh yeah. So he the problem was people because he was big into Bitcoin and stuff. So
Okay.
all these people set up these fake Graham Stephan accounts and like put links for like scams or whatever, and then YouTube flagged his account even though he didn't do any of that. Um,
Oh. Yeah, that
and he
sucks.
almost got his YouTube deleted. He has like 3 something million subs. So
Yeah. So
yeah,
that
I understand what you're saying there. Yeah.
yeah, that was like a major thing for me in the past, was like I was like I don't want to be represented and things like that.
I mean, your first channel got demonetized for like a Nazi supporting thing or something like that, and I was like, what?
Yeah, no, it was the ISIS. I'm not gonna say it just in case.
Yeah.
Um, it was like it was a battle simulator battle between the U.S. and them, and that was it. And they called me a recruiter for them
Okay.
and demonetized my entire channel.
The feds got to YouTube.
Yeah, so I was like, what? Like literally, it made no sense. Was complete bull, but they
That's
stuck by that decision. Um,
that was kind of awful. I mean, it ended up being a blessing in disguise because look, you have 500 something thousand subs now.
Well, yeah,
I'm assuming you're
less
making.
than that, but
I mean, I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know. Well, not you don't have 500. You have 350 or something.
Mhm.
I'm assuming you're making, and you don't have to confirm or not, but you're probably making like 150, 60,000 a year, maybe more, maybe less. I don't know
I don't
how
do
gaming.
poorly. I do pretty well.
You,
You
you,
know.
you don't do poorly.
Yeah.
I'll say that much. And yeah, you're killing it now. And I don't think if you kept daily tactics, you would have been able to, or daily gaming, you would have been able to do it.
I agree completely. It was a complete blessing in disguise. I think you're right, 100%. Um, and so, but like, you're totally right that like, yeah, I think another reason I was so like with you, I think I was very brash, and I think I was very much in the wrong with how I handled that situation. Um,
Yeah.
and so I think it was like a combination of that happening to me with sort of a misrepresentation of myself by YouTube, combined with like seeing all these different accounts popping up and people believing that was me. I think
Yeah.
it just sort of like activated a response like, oh my god, I need to like shut this down, because like I don't want people believing this is me, even if you weren't the one like saying bad things, because
Yeah.
you don't, but like
Yeah.
there's other people who do.
They're
And
not. There's the internet, so
yeah.
there
um
are those people out there. I've been on a few Discord servers.
Yeah, just a few. There's a couple people out there who are a little crazy on the internet.
Yeah.
um, but it was kind of one of those things where, like, I mean, I've learned my lesson that like you're just not going to be able to stop it. It just is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, I think at first I was very paranoid about that because I wasn't used to this much attention on the internet, and I didn't love having like people representing me. But now I realize, like, you know what? If a dumb fan believes this, then like it is what it is.
Yeah. No, I agree, and it's very easy for you to say this is not me. Like, look, the tactics is spelled tactics or
Yeah,
something.
like tech decks, whatever. Yeah,
Daily tech decks.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Um,
so yeah, that's something I got over. But I think that was definitely like I screwed up in that regard big time.
yeah.
But
So, do you want to go back, I guess, to like the fan channel type thing?
oh yeah, yeah. So I was doing an
Yeah.
analysis of your
Right,
your
right, right,
channel.
right, right. Sorry,
Uh,
guys. We're a little all over the place.
no, that's good. That's a good podcast when we get into different topics. But so you had a fan channel essentially of mine where you did Rico's Brigade reviews, which I thought was actually really interesting and really cool. I liked like hearing your opinions, even if I didn't agree. It was just really cool to get
Yeah.
that feedback. Um,
I
and
remember I like ripped you up. There was one episode where it was like you had this really big plot line going on, and I guess you were like, I don't know if you were lazy one week or something, and I just it was like a minute like opening scene, because like remember like this was like when was this? This had to be 3 years ago now. So like
mhm.
12-year-old me was like this was my excitement for the week, and it was like a 1 minute cinematic with like it's like Commander Wolf and Rex have entered a building and
Yeah.
they got into a fight. And
Mhm.
I was like, this was the worst episode of Rico's Brigade ever. Like, what the hell?
I'm sure I
and
responded with like "don't watch" or something. That's like my go-to.
yeah, yeah, no, um, no, I didn't comment that. I just said that in my Rico's review because
Oh,
I
okay.
scripted those out. Like, I still have I have a notepad because I would write in a notepad, and I have in my notepad all of my notes from Rico's review, and I had like little dashes, and I'm like, okay, talk about mental and Whipper doing something, and like to this day, I will never forgive you for bringing back like every daily squad character. No offense, but like rookie, I was like fine, rookie, and then you're like okay, mentals, and I was upset about mental, but then you were like okay, now
No,
Sarge
no, no.
might be
Sarge was
alive.
never alive.
No, I
Sarge.
know, no, but you have like that weird ghost thing in like season 2, 3, and then it ended. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. The worst thing was Contra
Contra
because you
was the
built
best.
no Contra like this evil Sith Lord in like a flannel, and like he's more powerful than Sidious, and like and I was trying because like I did my like my I want to say I don't want to say fan fiction because that's not what it was. It was just a rewrite or
Mm.
like for what you could do. And I love this series because I loved Rico's Brigade. Like I thought like season 2 was my favorite.
Mhm.
You never can top season 2 of Rico's
Oh,
Brigade.
I won't be able to. I think that's everyone's favorite, and like
You
I've just
you
accepted that, you
you
know.
you, you nailed season 2 in such a way, and you just established so many great characters. You gave them all development. Boris's death was so sad. Um,
Spoilers. No, I'm sure anyone who's gonna watch it has watched it already, you know.
Yeah, and then you establish Contra. So I'm like, okay, what if we make Contra this type of like mystical being, and we kind of tie it in episode 9, and I was like, okay, so with episode 9, you have this whole Sith empire that just, and Contra has this giant army here, but Rico isn't really equipped to get into a giant fight with like the most powerful Sith Lord ever, and there's been Sith Lords in canon that have like destroyed solar system. Like they could think about it and the system's destroyed. But this guy's supposed to be stronger than that. And then he like gets shot in a battle with clones. And that story arc was very confusing if I'm being 100% honest.
Yeah, so I can kind of explain what happened.
Okay.
So Contra wasn't supposed to be all powerful like Palpatine or like a planet destroyer. He was supposed to be more of like a kind of intelligence guy and just sort of very conniving and stuff like that. But I
Like
think
a
I
Thrawn?
portrayed it wrong. Yeah, maybe more
Yeah.
like a Thrawn.
If
Um,
you made him like a Thrawn type of thing, I think that would have been fine. Like I think a funny subplot would have been like if you had a droid arm, because you had like 5 droid uprisings. I
yeah,
think the first one was good, but after that it got a little much. Like you
there's
had a
actually
tack
only
droid.
been two.
2. 2.
Um,
Um,
yeah,
I wish you just brought back Jaden Dooku. I was like, Flack shot him, and I thought you could have done a whole Flack was a bad guy type thing, like he was hiding information that Flack was secretly in charge of the Separatist army. And now I'm like remembering all this. I forgot all this forever. But I was like, remember Flack shot Jaden, and there was no explanation to it. He was just dead.
yeah.
And I was like, what if he was like Jaden was gonna tell them who's in charge of him? And like Flack's like in charge of him, and Flack is in charge of this whole mystery separatist army, and then he just made it some tactical dread, and I was disappointed.
So what kind of happened behind the scenes was season 2 I made it during the summer between college,
Yeah.
and that I had all the time I wanted to put into that and think about it and really develop it. And so I think it came out great. And then season 3 I released while I was in college. And so in
Yeah.
college I worked uh a part-time job as a social media manager for a company called
Overtime closed,
Overtone.
right? Yeah,
What?
they closed. They closed, right?
Yeah, they did. They're gone now. They got bought out actually, but
Oh, wow.
yeah. So I actually got offered a job with Unity, who bought them out, but I declined to do YouTube full time. Um, and so I worked for Overtone part time. I worked for the history department part time as a secretary. I did YouTube part time, and I was a full time student. So
Yeah, and that's a lot. That's really a lot. I
yes,
mean,
so
I think what I have is a lot between school and running a full daily upload YouTube channel, and, like, with highly edited stuff.
yeah, that no, it's a lot. So season 3 fell when I was in college. It wasn't over the summer. And so I got just like, I tried my
Swamped.
best to carve out time to do it, but then I just missed plot lines. I'd get confused as to what I was trying to do again, and then I'd have an essay due, so I needed to wrap it up. Like, and I think
Yeah.
it crumbled because of that.
Do you
Um,
think you'd ever consider doing, like, because I assume a majority of your fans at this point haven't even watched, like, season 1, 2, maybe even 3. Would you ever consider doing like a revamping of the series where you start with Daily Squad? Yeah, and you don't. It doesn't have to be Rico's Brigade, but like you kind of like try to put an end to the season. Maybe do a season 6. I think you did a season 5, but season 6, just kind of like make it round off, but leave it kind of open ended if you want to revisit it. But then really go back, revisit, do a whole new lore, and you could have a lot more fun with it. You have all the time in the world now. I'm pretty sure YouTube is your full time right now.
yeah, right now, yeah.
Yeah. So like maybe you could really like outline a good like daily squad story. You could start back when because on the Daily Tactics channel, that's when Rico's Brigade effectively starts with the death of Daily Squad. And maybe you could just redo it in such a way.
Yeah.
Um would you consider that?
So
Just because like Rico's such an important part of your channel, I guess, and
yeah,
you
the
haven't
brand and all that.
visited him he wasn't in season 5, was he?
He was at the end.
Right, right. So
Um,
like people aren't that familiar with him anymore. I guess I don't know it. Like I remember Second Airborne production. If you remember him, like he was a huge like next to me, he was probably the biggest Rico's Brigade fan. Even he's not huge into it anymore. So people don't really remember as much about the charm I guess it had.
Yeah, so I think one thing I'd consider doing um, next next season that I do, I was considering doing like Rico's Brigade 1.5 or something like that, where
Yeah,
we do the time between uh, Rico's Brigade actually developing and Daily Squad's crash, and so we develop how Rico came to form Rico's Brigade, and then we can also focus on like how he met Racket, how he met all these different characters, bring back a few characters.
I want you to bring back that Daily Squad series. I love that. That was one of my favorite, where you went back and recreated all the old Daily Gaming videos. And there's some of your better performing Rico's Brigade like videos, like the prison escape one. I think they got like 140,000 views or something back then, which was a lot.
Yeah, I think I honestly just
I
forget
love
where I
that
left
video.
off with Daily
That
Squad.
that is my favorite like battle video, because I remember because I would watch your week of Daily Squad over and over again when I was like 8 or 9. So like that was just my favorite thing to watch. So when you went back and redid that on Daily, I was like, oh, that was so cool. I love that.
Oh, that I'm glad. That's awesome.
That was awesome when you went. Although I was very disappointed you got Jackson and Miller missed up, but that's only I was the only one that would have cared about that. So
yeah, even like recreating those, I was like, I didn't want to like um rewatch the whole video, so I just got the battle set up and just because it's
oh
cringy
gosh.
watching your old videos. I was like,
Yeah, but
ugh.
I love that one. That one's such a
Yeah.
classic. Like
Well, for
when
me
I think
myself, it's hard to
Daily, I
watch.
think those. Yeah, no, I
Li-
understand.
like
It's hard for
listening to
me to
your own
watch
voice, you
videos.
know.
Like that's just videos from a year ago. Like my channel changes so quickly. Like because like you don't I guess you don't have like a Lego thing, so you're not dealing with as much physical product. I'm getting new sets probably every week, like new, or stuff that's new to me every other week in the mail or whatever. At least I
That
have a backlog of Lego sets that was at one point it was about $4,500 of just sealed stuff because
wow.
I've been able to save up. I've been partially making Legos a fantastic investment, by the way. Um,
I
they
have
certainly
some stored away for the
yeah.
future.
So like I was just doing that as a part of it, as a part of it, and like it's insane. At the scale I guess I'm operating on compared to what I was operating on again a year ago, 2 years ago.
Mhm.
It's really quite crazy how much I guess you grow on YouTube. It's yeah, it's wild.
That's actually part of the reason I stopped doing Lego videos on my channel was because I would have so much crap in my office and it drove me nuts.
And you
And
never even got a chair.
I know.
That was like the biggest meme. Like, dude, you're making how much on this video? You can't afford to, maybe buy a chair with it. I saw that comment and I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it's
Dude, like, I'm assuming you at least made $20 on this video. Go on Amazon and buy a stool.
yeah, no, I was on my knees, dude. Or then I was on an orange box for like 10 videos and then that broke. And so then it was bad.
Like, yeah. Um.
But
Okay.
either way, I was just so over having like little Lego pieces everywhere. I didn't know what to
Oh,
do
I
with
get
these
it.
sets. Like I like having one or two Lego sets built
I'll
as
buy them off you.
display. You
I
want
bought
them?
a famous Lego YouTuber's Lego sets.
Dude, I will when I'm back home, if you want to buy some of this stuff, I'm down. But
Maybe if I'm up near Massachusetts, we have my mom has a really good friend that lives up there, like her college roommate. Maybe if I come up there, maybe like we could do a deal,
I'll
do a
cut you a
video.
deal. Yeah, yeah. There's a
That'd be great.
there's a couple I don't have
I can't
like
tell you're fan mail. No, you can't give that away. That means too much. But like,
oh no, of course not. No, I no minifigs for sale.
no minifigs.
No
No, of course
minifigs.
not.
Um, that's
Like,
yeah, but and all the fan stuff. If I ever do get rid of it, I think I'll just donate to charity or something like that. Or do
I
a
think you gotta
giveaway.
hold on to that, or at least especially the letters. Like one day you're gonna want to show that to your
Oh
kid.
no, not the letters. What I'm talking about is like I
The
got a
minifig.
bunch of Lego minifigs from fans and stuff like that, and it's like uh
Keep
so,
the custom ones. That's a little
yeah,
more meaningful.
the
But like
custom
that.
ones, but like some of them are like literally like the 20th like Obi-Wan I have. It's like, okay,
Oh yeah, no, I get it.
I appreciate it, but like, it would go better to a kid if I donated it or something, so.
Just don't donate to Goodwill. They get all their Lego donations in, and they just do auctions online. By the way, if you want to get cheap Lego, that's the way to do it. I just don't like supporting Goodwill as a company because I think they're kind of scummy.
Oh, they're
But
not very like they're very for profit, even though they say they're not for profit. It's
no,
very
yeah.
bad.
Well, the thing is, they are a nonprofit, but nonprofit just means you end up with $0 at the end of the year. So that means the executives get an extra $100,000 if they make $100,000 that year.
No, that's what I mean by they're for profit.
Salvation
Is
Army
the
is a
people
lot
at the
better.
top are for profit?
Oh, yeah, Salvation Army, any local charities, of course, much better to donate to your churches or something. They're probably going to get better places there.
Yeah, there's actually an online scale you can look at. It's like a ranking system of charities and how charitable they actually are. So
Like with St. Jude, they spend most of their money on advertising, which is fine because it all ends up making it towards the kids in some way or promoting awareness of it. But
yeah,
it's that is why they are one of the largest charities.
yeah. So
Not that
like,
I'm knocking St. Jude here. St. Jude's great.
so if you look online at, I forget what it's called, but if you look online at this thing and you look like up the charity, it'll tell you like if you donate $1, how much of that dollar is actually going to the cause. And some of them are it's like 10 cents is going to the cause, and others it's like 90 cents.
The more local, the better. That's my general rule. If you could find a local charity, even your local food bank, like
Yeah.
I always try to donate. Like even toys, I'll donate to the local food bank just because near Christmas time, it's like they'll give the kids something for that because I'm assuming if the parents are having a hard time getting food, they're gonna have a hard time getting toys. Um, so like that's a good place to drop just that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Strongly recommend guys go do charity. In fact, I actually just ran a mock contest. Well, actually, I do a channel contest. This is the second year I've done it. It's called Studs Brickmas. And I was just before I was talking to you, I was going over like the entries, and I have basically two ways to enter. You either build a Lego mock, and I rank it, and the best one gets like a bad betchel and all this stuff. And then the second one is a charity one. I just literally say just do anything nice, basically, and you're automatically entered. So some kids like will say, "Look, I'm donating this food to a shelter." I just want to encourage people to do nice things.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of people entering it, so that was fantastic. And they win Legos, just for being nice,
That's
which
awesome.
I like doing. So yeah, like I like encouraging that. This year on my channel, I've raised $1,000 to buy like 50, 60 file first battle packs for kids at this. Well, it's a little complicated to explain, but it's basically a women's shelter. And the problem is when women have to escape domestic violence, they bring their kids with them, and kids aren't all happy then. So I brought it there,
Yeah.
and that was fantastic.
That's
So
amazing, man. Good for you. That's really
yeah,
stellar.
yeah, no, it's been great. The fact that I was able that's one of my favorite things I think I've done with my YouTube channel. But yeah,
Yeah, I should next time I do I think I've decided yearly I'm gonna do one big charity stream.
yeah, you did one recently.
Yeah, and maybe next time I can get you involved somehow.
Well, I'd be happy to help however
Yeah,
you'd like.
with that kind of like money going around, I like to try and do it like as like solidified as I can, because that
Absolutely.
way I know my budget, and then I also know um because I ended up donating about $1,000, and it's like I have to plan that around like my personal expenses and things like that with taxes and
Absolutely.
stuff, and then I also have to do like make sure that like, okay, this is like the one big one, so that way I can like make sure fans know about it, and then like optimize the amount of money donated.
Mhm.
So yeah, well, like next year when I end up doing that, probably around summer or something like that, I'll try and reach out and see if we can do like some Lego something or something cool.
Yeah, that would be great. I want to get you to do a mock contest again because that one video I did with the mock that back then that was a year ago now, probably close to it when we did. I built a mock and you built a mock, or you
Hmm.
challenged me or something. That video did really well
Oh,
for that
really?
time. It has like 16,000, 17,000 views because you were telling people go check this out.
Oh,
And then
sick.
like when I go in, this is how I find out like how well my channel does. I'll like look up Lego Star Wars because a lot of my stuff is based off of search feed, and I'll go incognito and see how my stuff shows up.
Hmm.
And I look up your video, I tap on it, and right next to it, it shows my video. So that worked out really well.
Oh, sick. Yeah. No, when I got to be back at home to have my mock stuff, but then once I
Yeah,
am, we could do that. That'd be cool.
no, I'd be that would be great.
I really like it's really fun being in California for like a little stint. It's not really my place where I'll ever want to settle down forever.
Too
Definitely not
expensive.
too expensive. I don't agree with everything that they stand for and like things like that.
Yeah,
Um, but
it's nice. The weather I've heard is beautiful, so that's
yes,
good.
so it is a really nice experience. It's cool. It's fun. You know, it's like a little one time thing for a while. Um, the only thing is like all of my stuff is in Massachusetts, like all of my nice recording equipment, because I couldn't bring it all. You know, all
You
my Lego
really?
stuff. So
You left all your recording equipment?
no, no, some of my nicer stuff, like some of
Oh,
my bigger lights and things like that. Um,
I mean, you could have had it shipped maybe, but like
it's
do the
expensive.
all American road trip.
Yeah.
Daily,
So,
yeah, that'd be fun. You get like a daily vlog.
oh
That
my
would be.
god, daily blog. I
Hey
have too
guys,
many
today
channels.
we're in Oklahoma.
I'm addicted to making channels, dude. I need to stop.
Yeah, you're on daily productions, daily thoughts, daily tactics. You did daily and Lion for a while. There's daily gaming.
Yeah,
Um,
Daily and Lion's not. That's all
th-
run by my friend Lion, so that's like not
yeah,
too worrisome.
I'm just trying to think what other channels Daily's got. Um,
Professor
yeah.
Daily is the new one.
Oh, there's a new channel.
Oh yeah.
What's that about?
So basically, you know, like in your videos, you know how like, well, I know I do because it's kind of my shtick, but like I go like, "What's up, gamer?" You know, I really strain my voice.
Hmm.
Um, well, I wanted to do a channel where I talk about history, but my big thing was at the end of the day, my voice is so hoarse and I'm like so tired of like screaming that I just wanted to be chill. So I just do like little like, "Hey guys, what's going on?" Like it's very underwhelming. So
The thing that sucks with doing that well, by the way, you have you have all those channels, but you don't have a shorts channel yet or a clips channel.
I don't want
Like
to
what?
do them. It's so annoying.
Clips channels are so easy though.
Ah, it's too much
like
work.
like you saw Bombastic has one. Like his stuff's always showing up in my feed, and I'm not even subscribed to this clips channel because like I'm tired of it keeping to show up in my feed. But like it's showing up there.
Yeah.
So and he does that same level like he's the same type of like gaming star type thing, but he like does different highly edited stuff.
Mhm.
Um, and it's different, but he scripts it. Like yours are completely raw, which I guess would be different. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we have very different styles of channel, but
I mean, what if you like got an editor guy and you say I'll give you 50% and you just manage this, say take clips from my channel, make this funny. You get 50% of whatever we make off this channel.
not sure if it would make enough for that to be worth it to anyone. But
I mean, maybe I don't know. Just thought I'd throw it out there. Any editors, reach out to Daly. See
sure.
if they're interested.
Yeah, I'd probably do it. You want to do it?
No, I'm too busy running. I already have a shorts channel that I'm not great at maintaining. So
um, yeah, but either way, the Professor Daily thing, I started labeling it as ASMR, even though it's like not really, but it does so well in the algorithm that I was like, I'm just gonna label this ASMR, even though it's really just me like talking quietly because I don't want to strain my voice. What's up, guys? But like literally, some of them are just me like being like, "Hey guys," you know, just sounding underwhelming. But people are like, "Oh man, this was really
I love
relaxing."
the overwhelming sounding man. Like after people are kind of tired of watching all your hyped up videos of the day, they're like, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep now. Listen to some daily ASMR. Like the
Yeah.
ultimate daily fan, right
So
there.
in my latest one, I was like, all right, I'll actually try it and I'll like whisper. And people like I had some people message me on Instagram like, hey man, I fell asleep to this. That was great. Like do that more.
Okay. If you don't mind, if we just retrack back onto the YouTube thing because we keep getting off. Like, I guess like just I want to talk a bit about if you're fine with me talking about like your channel. Like,
Sure.
what started you on the whole YouTube thing? Like, what really got you in? Because you did that Cheesy Burger 7, which still has a video up
Cheesy
on it.
Burger 7.
And guys, look up Cheesy Burger, but you have to like spell it a weird way. It's like
It's like got a
cheesy with
Z or
a Z,
something.
and then burger is spelled wrong, I'm pretty sure. But and then I looked it up because Daley told me that was his old channel, and I looked at because it had Lego videos on it, but all the Lego videos are unlisted, so
Dude, I
might
wonder if
wanna.
I could log on somehow and get them back.
Oh, I'd love to see like that would be like a fun video, like reacting to my old Lego videos or something. I feel like that would do well. But because I remember when I was like 7, I got the Lego Millennium Falcon, and I remember because I always watched Lego YouTube at that time. This is something I've always wanted to do, and now I'm doing it, which is insane to be quite honest. Like childhood, like when I was like 7 or 8, like I was like, I see these are the people I watch all the time. I want to do that, and like I'm already doing it. So it's like what's next?
Yeah.
It's insane. But I recorded a review for my Millennium Falcon because I saw all these other reviews, and I can't find it anywhere. Like, I'd love to just upload that, like, completely, like, just randomly. I think that would be great. But yeah,
I think yeah, like um that yeah, that's a great idea. I like that. Yeah.
Cheeseburger 7 revived.
Revive it.
Make that your new channel. Another new channel.
um
It has like
I'll
12
try it, bud.
subscribers.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
one of
looking
them.
at it now. I just googled it. Yeah, I have 12 subs. Very
Yeah.
funny. I hope I didn't
I
delete them.
can't
I
believe
hope
I
I just
remember that. I
unlisted
have a
them.
photographic memory. I looked that up like 2 years ago.
Wait, let me see. I don't have access to the email, but I have the recovery phone number still.
Oh, wow.
Let's see.
Let's see. Daily Revives childhood YouTube account live
Yeah.
on podcast. That's kind of insane.
Wait, they just sent me the new. Wait.
Confirmation code.
Let's see. Let's see. You can.
Ooh, Daly's gonna log back into his old Cheesy Burger 7. We're gonna get to watch his old Lego videos, his old Lego Clone Troopers.
Yeah, bro. Let's go.
I find something kind of interesting with the whole YouTube thing.
Mhm.
Like, if you were to plus tomorrow, if you were to just not exist on Earth, you have this whole YouTube thing, like on the internet, pretty much unless YouTube decides to like censor it or whatever, because they do that. But I don't think they would with like video games. Like you're pretty much on the internet for forever.
Yeah.
I mean, this is something like one day if you have kids or grandkids, they can look and be like, "This was my grandpa." And I just think that's kind of insane. And like when I'm doing it now, that's always in the back of my mind. Like one day I might be 50 years old sitting and watching myself do this Lego thing. And I don't know, I just find it kind of fascinating.
Yeah, it is really like unique.
This whole thing. Like with
Yeah.
Bob Saget when he passed away, Adam Carolla was talking, if you know who that is.
No.
Yeah, he's a comedian. He's one of his friends, and he's talking like people don't really die. Like he was talking about this with Bob Saget, and he was like, people don't really die anymore. They have videos, and you can really get to know these people just by watching their stuff. Like it's not like they're dead, and
Mhm.
they have countless of hours of like. Think about how many hours do you think you have on the internet daily? Like you probably have a couple. Like you at least have 30,000-40,000 probably.
Yeah, I had a ton. Yeah.
Well, not 30,000-40,000, but you have a lot. And like, I don't know, I just find it kind of fascinating.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I
because
think
you
that
can do
is
that before.
interesting.
Like you're never gonna get to know like you never get to know your great grandparents or great grandparents the same way your great grandkids might be able to know you if they want to seek you out, like and find all this YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Unless we figure out a cure to death and you just have like, what's up guys? It's me, Daily Tactics here.
What's
We're
up?
going for we're going for 22 million subscribers.
Yeah, I will definitely be going for 22 million. That'll be
I think
sick.
you can do it. You can
Yeah.
do it.
Um,
Yeah,
that is interesting to think about. Definitely agree.
yeah.
Um,
And that's one of the things that also helps keep you going. It's like, whoa, I'm creating history in a sense here.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, one thing I've always wanted is like to do something like a bit more than YouTube, like have like a definitive piece of work that I can be like, this is like beyond YouTube. This is like something else I made. That
Like, there's
sort of
something
is.
you could like if you want to show someone something you're really proud of, like this is the thing that you're proud of.
Yeah, because YouTube is great and I'm very proud of it. But like people just don't get it, when you tell them like, oh, I do YouTube, they're like, oh, it's
Like,
weird.
you need a physical type thing. Is that what you're saying, or you need just more like a presence? Because like
Yeah,
For
more
mine, I guess. Oh, sorry.
oh, no, you go ahead.
No. I guess for mine right now, it's like the File First charity thing is probably like the biggest thing I do. So like, if my mom is like, she's a mom, so
Mhm.
she watches all my videos, but whatchamacallit, she'll always want to send her friends videos. So I'm like, okay, just send the charity one. Um, you know,
Yeah. No, I get
Facebook
what you
moms
mean.
are funny though. No, like I don't have the Facebook people. My mom's not on Facebook, but it's just kind of funny. Like it's like, okay, watch this one, and it's like, what video you want that to be that you show people that you're like proud of.
Yeah, that's sort of what I always put my channel trailer as, is like, what am I like okay with like people seeing as a first sight of me, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even put up channels. I just put up my upload, but
Oh no, no, that's what I mean. That's like
oh,
my
yeah,
it's just a regular upload I threw up there.
yeah.
Um no, but yeah, by the way, I did get into the account and I deleted all of the videos. I do
Oh,
have the playlists though. There was a Lego weekly update, gaming, Lego animations, and woohoo!
oh no, I'm so sad now. Now the world may never see these unless you
I
find an SD card deep in the woods or something.
Yeah, this channel, I went to the analytics. It's surprisingly lifetime views 40K.
40,000?
Yeah, I
Did
had
your
some
videos do that
views.
well? Like your Lego videos?
My Lego stop motions, I was kind of at the forefront of Lego stop motions, not to brag. Um, and so all of my Lego stop motions at the time did really well just because it was like no one was doing them.
Yeah, it's like I have a friend in the Lego YouTube community. Emily, she runs a like Lego YouTube channel. She has basically the same amount of subs as me. She quit her job to do it, which is fascinating. And it used to be her husband's channel. And you look at all her most popular uploads, and they're these like cheesy looking stop motions that have like 600,000 views,
Mhm.
and there's like so many of them. And
Yeah.
that's how like a lot of people back then got really popular because like there's been like three phases of like the Lego Star Wars hype, and we're in one of them right now. So I kind of hope it lasts as long as possible. But there was I guess your phase, that was the real first one with the clone army building, the stop motions. Like there was this classic. I think that was
Yeah, Lego boy or Lego
Lego Boy. He
one,
revolutionized
two, three, four,
Lego
five, six,
Star
seven,
Wars
eight,
YouTube.
nine, or whatever.
Solid Studios nowadays.
Yeah, yeah, that's why he changed his name
Yeah,
to.
he does not have a fast growing channel, but like he's still doing videos. Like he revealed the UCS Republic gunship, which other people are not very happy about in the community.
Why
But
not?
oh
I
my god,
thought it was
like
cool.
Lego community drama is some of the funniest stuff. I was like a drama alert channel for like 5 minutes because I put what's his name M&R in a video because he got kicked. He was like he had this one like 6 week streak where he was just doing a bunch of crazy stuff and it got a bunch of attention. I uploaded a video like how he got like kicked from the Lego Ambassador Network. Is basically this thing where they send you Lego sets and they represent your brand. It's not really made for influencers. It's a bit of a mess of a program, but I think they should do something better. That's a whole different story. He got kicked from that, so I made a video like a news. I do news roundup videos for Lego Star Wars,
That's a great
and
idea.
yeah, and I did that, and that got like 17,000 views in like 2 days. So then
Damn.
I did another one because the other week he got into like a cancel culture controversy. People were upset at him because he acts immature or something. I'm like, I don't like that's not a thing. Like this that's stupid.
Yeah, it's a
Um,
stupid reason to like hate
yeah,
someone.
no, but and because this guy was like hyping up, he had a relatively large Instagram following, and he has like no YouTube following. And it's just this kid because it's an Instagram user. Hey guys, so here's the problems with M&R production, and that's what he did for like 10 minutes, and it was just a picture of his profile picture as the whole video, and he hyped this thing up, so everyone watched it, and they were just kind of like, what? and,
Okay.
and I made a video on that did even better. That got like 30,000 views, and then it started dying down a little bit.
Mhm.
But that whole thing was very fun.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's a smart thing to do, though, is like you saw an opening in the market and you took it. Like,
I
that's
mean, I have fortunately, but unfortunately, I have a primary focus with a captive audience with Lego Star Wars and nothing else. Every time I try to put out something slightly different, it bombs horribly. I spent 8 hours on this Spider-Man No Way Home set predictions video. I was so proud of this thing. It was like 15% Raimi memes, and like I had green screen effects in there. I had special lighting. I had worked with this guy really hard, and he had custom sets, and he did really cool. And I dropped it yesterday, and I think just like this afternoon it broke 1,000 views, which is like not big for me.
Yeah.
It's not what it once was, but it's not like I'm not saying, oh, 1,000 views, that's so bad, but like it's bad for me.
Mhm.
Uh, And like I poured my heart and soul into this because I thought, No Way Home is very popular. Like that's all that's showing up in everyone's recommended. I'm like, okay, maybe this will work. Like, and this guy who made the custom sets got like videos with 200,000 views. So I thought, and I knew going in it was going to be one of those things that bombs or does like insanely well, and it ended up being a bomb, which sucks.
Yeah.
And of course, like my second biggest video of the year. Of course, my first biggest was demonetized. It was all I put together a completion, and you pull this up if you want, of like every Lego Star Wars like commercial, and it has like 600,000 views.
Oh damn.
And since it has the Star Wars music in it,
Oh
in
yeah.
like every 20 seconds, it got demonetized, which hurts because I don't know, what does a 600,000 view video make?
Is it over 10 minutes?
It's 20 minutes, and it has an average viewer watch time of like 6.5 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. Probably like uh
Two
I was gonna say like 3 or 4 grand.
Yeah, like so that hurt. And then my second biggest one is Lego Star Wars Advent Calendar Day 6. Those are shorts. And and I
Oh,
get
it's a
like
short, so you get like
yeah,
nothing
that too.
probably.
So I get nothing from that too, which kills me, and I hate that. But
Yeah.
and it's like such a random video. Like, I put my heart and soul in all these videos. The algorithm's weird, man. I understand it's very unforgiving, and but like yeah, it's weird.
I think it's one of those things where you just have to constantly adapt, and if you're not paying attention, it's like it's not going to go your way. But I'm seeing that like on your channel, I'm looking right now, you're adapting and you're revising your content every week to make it better or different, or you know sticking with the trend. So like I have no doubt that you will reach 100K subs.
That's the goal. Honestly, I'd like to hit it before I get to my senior year. So like that would be great. Because like by the end of that, I just want to be like, screw you all. I was because like I don't really I don't talk to many people. So it's funny. The other day, a kid in my class was like, Logan, you'd be a really good YouTuber. But like you have that personality, and like I don't talk to anyone about anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, you'd be surprised. Because like they were talking big. There's this kid who thinks he's so famous in my school, and like everyone's like, whoa, you have a big YouTube channel. He's like 3,000 subs. So
Yeah.
I'm here.
You have
Uh,
like 10 times that.
yeah, and I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah, you're cool.
Very epic.
Yeah, it's mildly funny.
Yeah.
To that much.
I think that's awesome. I mean,
Because
like,
I want to get to the point because like like it's not that I care too much. I just don't want to deal with like it's a Lego Star Wars channel. It's not like I could run in saying I run a Mr. Beast-esque channel. Well, even that doesn't count. Or I run like something that I'm doing that's like I guess more normal. So
yeah. I think like that was a major thing with me when I was like doing YouTube, was like I think gaming has been more accepted now, but when I first started, people were very like, "Oh, what a nerd,
the
what a
culture
geek."
change has been insane. Like
Yeah.
Marvel movies, like if you're a Marvel fan, back in the day, you were that weird kid that read comics.
Hmm.
Now, like comic fan or Marvel movie fan, that's just like a common thing. Like all my cousins who are like not the types that you would take to be like nerdy type, and they're not, but they all watch all the Marvel movies. Like they follow that stuff. They watched
Yeah.
all the
It's
Spider-Man
become
movies.
normie now.
And it's crazy with gaming. It's the same thing. Like there were these quote unquote popular girls in one of my and they're talking about how they're playing Minecraft. Like that wouldn't have happened. Like I don't know how many years ago, 5 years ago, let alone 10 years ago. I just find it kind of fascinating how the cultures, I guess, changed in that way.
I agree completely. Yeah, so like back when I first started, I literally didn't tell anyone. Like my entire high school still doesn't know that I had a big YouTube channel like during high school, and then it's grown into this because like it would have been just sort of like a subject to bullying instead
Yeah,
of like, oh, that's cool.
that's what I feel.
Yeah. So
He's
I
like, "Yeah, I
totally
have
get it.
30,000 subscribers, but it's 30,000 subscribers on a Lego YouTube channel."
Yeah.
And,
So,
like, I'm the first to acknowledge, like, everyone's like, "Oh, you're so cool," and I don't feel that way. Like,
yeah.
I'm a kid who's 16 now, sits in his basement, and talks about Lego to a camera. Like, it's a I know it sounds very, like, bad, but that's what it is, I guess.
I
And I make a decent amount of money doing it, more than
I think
any kid pretty much, but
oftentimes people, and this is like with my family too, who only like recently found out I'm doing this, is it's
yeah.
like
Oh,
they're very much like, "Oh, you're weird. Like that's so weird, like bizarre, that kind of a thing." Until they find out how much money you're making, and then they
yeah.
go, "Oh, that's so cool." You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I
It's
mean,
very
that's what I tell people I do, because, like, I do a lot of, like, finance and stuff, so, like, I have money in the market and, like, Bitcoin and
Hmm.
stuff and Cardano, not financial advice, of course.
I own some
Um,
Cardano.
yeah, it actually did really well, and then I just I saw it kinda stagnate, and then I sold, which was good because now the market's, like, in a I don't know what's going on. The Fed was having a problem. So yeah. Anyway, and that's kind of what I just tell people I do. I make money
Yeah.
because I don't really know what else to tell anyone. Everyone.
If it's like I do tell people now more than I used to,
Oh yeah.
um, because like at this point I just don't care as much. And I think like at a certain point in your life you'll kind of find like, oh, it just doesn't matter, you know?
Yeah, I want to know what was your conversation this Thanksgiving? Like, oh
Oh,
Ben, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing these days?
well, since it's COVID, I actually was only with my girlfriend and my mom, so well, not a
Oh,
big deal. They both know.
oh
Um,
okay. I couldn't my family, well, they didn't, well, we had like some immediate family, but the family we usually go to didn't want to, they're a bit nutty right now, so
mhm.
like, yeah.
um,
So we do that.
yeah,
Everyone's nutty now. It feels like everyone's like has their own crazy things going on.
yeah,
Yeah.
um, yeah, but
Like, have you
either way.
talked to like an uncle or just someone, or like like give us an example of like someone who like you just have that conversation, like how does that go down where you tell them like this is my full-time job?
Well, so one person I've had that conversation with, and it didn't go very well, was my uncle, who's
Yeah.
very old fashioned, and
Yeah.
his only at first he was like, "That's so weird," and then his only response was like, "So what do you do?" Like he kept asking that over and over again. I was like, "So I entertain people by playing video games, showcasing like these different little mini cinematics I make, like you know."
What would be a better way to put it? I am a paid contractor for Google. That's kind of how I want to put it on my college resume.
Yeah, you could
Like,
do that.
you get a check from Google every single month, and they contract you to make videos. Technically speaking, there's no,
Yeah, it wouldn't be a lie. Um,
yeah, and it wouldn't be a lie. No, it's 100% the truth. You're a contractor for Google. I think that also sounds way better on paper. It's like how they changed the word garbage man to sanitation engineer.
oh yeah,
Like,
that's so
wow.
funny. That's awesome
Yeah,
though.
it's like that
No,
type of a thing.
I gotta respect garbage men. They do a job,
Oh,
and
absolutely. No,
yeah,
yeah.
they do some good work.
Not as much as they used to do back in the day where, they used to haul it and like now
Yeah,
they just have a robot coming.
yeah, still
Yeah.
nasty though. Either way, the so with that conversation with my uncle, he finished it by being like, "Well, he owns a deli, and so he's like, well, if you ever want to come like shovel some mac and cheese at the deli this summer, like come on in." And I was like, I make like 50
200 grand a year.
times what you would pay me. Like
I
the
make 200 grand on Lego, or not Lego, but like Star Wars clone trooper thumbnails.
the $8 an hour you would pay me to do that, like no, thank
I
you.
would do it like if it was a family that I like cared about. I do it as like a just a favor. Like
Nah,
to keep me
they're
busy.
doing
Like
fine. They're
keep
actually a
me busy.
pretty reputable
Oh yeah.
company, but
No, yeah, like like in the summer, just because like I don't want to be at home all the time.
mhm.
I have a part-time job at a beach club, so like that's just an easy thing to do.
Yeah,
And
that's
my mom's concerned I won't get social enough with people because I'm like, you know, recording and editing videos 24/7.
no, I think that's actually really smart to do. That's what I
Yeah,
did in college.
but
That's
and best thing is not every day. It's like 3 days a week, maybe.
yeah. I joined a ton of clubs in college and stuff like that because like at the end of the day you are at your computer and you need to like get out, So it's really important
Yeah.
to have like other things to force yourself to go to. And all my other jobs helped. That was
I
before
mean,
I made like actual good money on YouTube, so it was like paying for college too, but
here I get a question for you. So, assume I'm gonna assume this YouTube thing doesn't last into your 60s.
probably not.
I mean, it might. It totally might.
Yeah, I
I'm not
guess.
saying it won't. I'm just saying I'm just gonna assume that for now. Assuming that's the case, do you have like what do you want to do, like with the rest of your life? And because you're doing full time YouTube now, but like, what's your what are you going for? I'm
Uh
just curious.
I think I'll do this for however long it kind of like I enjoy doing it.
Yeah,
Um, but I've still got inroads with marketing through Unity and things like that, so I could always do that. But I don't know if I'd enjoy that too much. One major thing I've wanted to do, and I'm kind of working on it now, is like writing, doing serious writing, not serious, but like fun writing, but like taking it more seriously. So
if you
I'm
can write movie scripts, those pay really well. Like it's just commission based thing, so it's like they'll pay you like 40,000 if they want to do like a movie based off your script or something.
Yeah,
Um,
it kind of depends on how good it is, as well as like if it actually gets made and things like that. Those kinds of things
yeah,
take into effect with those scripts. But like right now, I'm starting with like I have the series Army Men Civil War on my channel, and so I'm doing
right.
like a novel adaptation of that.
Right? A book. I saw your you need to do if you man, I if you need to if you imagine if you did a Rico's Brigade book. I know they'd have a problem with like Star Wars licensing
Yeah, I
and
could
whatever.
never do that.
But
I
like
don't think.
well, I mean, if you could do something along like if you could do like a paperback version, but you don't have to like be explicit because technically that appearance of Rico never really appeared in Star Wars. It's a custom design. So you don't have to license him as like a clone trooper or whatever.
The
Which
problem
is
is the
pretty
second I say clone or stormtrooper, then like it's
you say
bad.
clone. Clone they don't own the word clone. They own the word clone trooper, I'm pretty sure. So maybe.
Yeah, I guess like maybe, but either way,
I
Army Men
read
Civil War I think should be kind of cool to start off with at least.
yeah, oh gosh. I haven't seen Mighty upload recently.
He has trouble like maintaining, I would say.
He's doing well for himself right now. He's like got a whole like I talked to him. This was like probably like 8 months ago now, but like he has this like really fancy job and everything, and he still wants to do YouTube. He's just not good at being consistent.
Oh,
He gets hyped whenever he sees like videos do well. So like he'll every time he like comes back, he'll like have one viral video and that'll get him hyped for like a month, and then he's gone again.
yeah, he dips. Yeah, he
It's
does
like
good content. He just needs to be more consistent, I would say.
there's so many people I think of like from the Men of War. Like there's the Giles, his channel got deleted. Bellum Total. I don't know where
Bellum's
he's at now.
gone.
Yeah, Bellum's he appeared for like one video, like and then because I watched his entire Galaxy at War series, like I binge it. It was like 30, 50, like 30, 40, 50 episodes.
Mhm.
Uh, that was a couple years ago, and yeah, and he's gone. Mighty's just kind of popping in and out.
Oh, Bellum
You're
Total actually just changed his profile picture recently.
that's interesting. Maybe he's making a return for like it's like JonTron. Like everyone just disappears for 6 months after they upload a video.
Yeah,
Um,
I love John Tron though.
Me too. I get stuck like every now and then I'll get stuck on certain YouTubers and I'll just watch like every video they have and then I'll be done. I haven't watched too much YouTube lately, but
Yeah.
that I always used to do that. Like now I'm back binging daily tactics content.
Oh, let's
I
go.
yeah I was away from it for like a solid amount, like pretty much all last year. And towards the end of the year, I was like, this thumbnail looks interesting, and it ended up being like that one with Riku's Brigade because you don't put the characters from Riku's Brigade in it anymore, so I don't know. And it was like a 50,000, like it was just an assault. I think they lost. I remember like Mental died in like 5 minutes or something, and I just it's what you do is certainly a niche thing. Like you have to be like in the mood for it. So I was separated from it for a while, and then I came back to it. I'm like, okay, I like it again. It got a little repetitive for a hot minute, but now
Mhm.
that there's I guess more of a there's less of them, like you're uploading less of them now. There's certainly it feels like this is something I feel like I could watch more. I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Actually, I do have to go. I have
yeah.
a plan at 6 for I'm streaming with Forensic, but
Oh yes, Music Steel. Tell him I
yeah,
said
he's
hi.
Pog. But if you ever want to come back on the podcast, if you ever have a topic you're itching to talk about,
I
this
am
was great.
down whenever. Also, I guess I'll say this here. I do intend on launching my own podcast. I just want to throw that out there. That's probably going to happen by the end of the month. I want to be able to interview like literally as many people in the Lego community as possible. And I also, since Daley was briefly kind of a member of the Lego community, I'm hoping to have you on.
I
That would be
had
great.
some videos. I had a couple virals, you know.
You had that one viral fan mail video, like it's got like 500,000 views. Like you search up Lego Star Wars, and that's one of the first things to show up still.
Yeah, let's go. Maybe I'll do the return in time for your podcast, and then
That would be great.
we can do an episode.
No, yeah, that would be fantastic. The thing is, I want to do it like I don't know if you don't watch Graham Stephan, but he does a podcast and he's like, meet the Bitcoiner who made $1 million off of Bitcoin, or like I need to be like,
you know what?
I need to figure out how to hype it up properly.
I would tell you how much money I made on that. Here, I'll do that. I will.
Okay.
Let's see how much money I made on that one video, and you can clickbait it for your podcast.
Okay, yeah, well,
we're
gonna find out here. Well, and then we'll figure that one out. We'll have Daley. I have my first guest planned already, but maybe we can make Daley like a nice second or third.
I'll be whenever you want.
We'll have Daley on every single episode. He will be like just there in the background.
That video made $1,500.
$1,500. Oh wow,
that's low.
On top of getting the fan mail, like wow, that's
solid. Yeah. No, that's really low actually, because it was right when COVID hit, and so all the ad rates plummeted.
Right.
So
that it's interesting because that's when I just started YouTube. I just got monetized when COVID hit. So I just be like, it's like I was making I made a couple hundred, because like when I got monetized, I was kicking into full gear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was an insane rise. I went from like 1,000 subscribers, close to it, and I just got like 6,000 within like 3-4 months. It was insane, but I didn't make much money, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sadly, I really do have to go, but thank you so much for being on, man. You can find RepublicStuds on YouTube. Just search in RepublicStuds.
Thank you for having me on. Yeah. I just want to say, guys, if you've made it this far listening to these two guys babble, then really you should rate the podcast. I don't know if they.
Oh yeah.
Rate it like good for you. Honestly, I'm really proud of you. You made it through.
Yeah. Here's celebrate with the review.
Yes. It's great. And go back and watch the Book of Boba Fett review, and then after that, maybe go watch my Spider-Man No Way Home set ideas video to make me feel better about myself.
Go check out the videos, all of them, especially the No Way Home. Yeah.
All of Daley's. He has like 3,000 of them. Okay, I'm gonna let Daley know.
All right, thanks guys. Bye.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.